Good morning. So this morning I thought I'd take you all out on a birding trip to Staines, and let's see if we can get in on the north entrance still to see whether it's still muddy or not. I've just parked up at Moor Road, is there in the background, and we're going to walk the north path now and see if we can get in. Chuff chuff. I like the north entrance as opposed to the south entrance, mainly because of the path in. There's a two stock dove. The walk in from the north side is, I think, much better because you've got this path down here, which is next to King George's Reservoir, which holds a lot of warblers, chiff-chaff, blackcap, sedge warblers, lesser whitethroat. So anything could be in this overgrown path on the right hand side. So it's always a good idea to come this way. And also at the moment I think there's less water on the north side. So I've come very early. It's literally sunrise, sun's just peeking up over the horizon. I've just come in to see if I can see any short-eared owls, see if there's any still remaining. There were reports of, I think, 2 still. That was about a week ago, that report, so I just want to see if they've left now or not. So I'm just going to leg it in and see what we can find. I'm going to come back later and I brought a bush saw in and some pruners. Just going to clean up that fallen willow by the boardwalk as well. Might also do that at the start of the season. Chetties as well, lots of chetty warbler. You hardly ever see those though, you always hear them. Another chiff-chaff. So this reservoir in here is not Staines Reservoir, that's King George the 5th Reservoir. You walk down the west side of it and then you peel off onto Stanwell Moor and then eventually onto Staines Moor. I'm not going to waste any time today, I'm going to go straight there. The earlier I get there the better. Morning ladies. It's a bit fresh this morning as well. Nice and clear skies though. So what I'm going to do today is actually the reverse of what I normally do. I normally go to the res first and catch any overnighting waders and things like that before they leg it. But as I've said, I want to see if I can catch any short-eared owls, so I've swapped my day around. I'm going to do the moor first and then go to the res after. I'm hoping to get lesser whitethroat today, willow warbler if there's any. I'll have a good look around, see if we can find any other migrants that have dropped in. There tends to be a lot of movement with migration when it's a nice clear night, so anything could be on the moor now. Sedge warblers also I haven't seen this year, and we can also go to the Mounds Pond and see if we can see any reed warblers that have come in. So yeah, another chetties. It's a bit of a long walk this, but I do this walk quite slowly sometimes, but I'm just belting it in. So this is where the green sandpiper was. Actually I may just have a look here quick. So this is where you look for little owl as well. And as I said, that's where the green sand was, but not this morning. We'll carry on. Love that chetty's call. Just blasts out. Okay, so this is where the path now peels off to go to Stanwell Moor. So you want to take a right here. Lots of bird song. Oh, what's that? Little chiff chaff. Probably got a nest here somewhere. Tons of bird song. This is where the mud starts. Beautiful morning. Nice song thrush sitting up there doing its dawn chorus. Lovely song thrush. Looks like the path has dried up quite a bit actually. Oh, looks good. Looks much drier than last time. Also be happy to note that I've got my old boots with me that don't have any holes in them. They're like 10 years older than my last boots and they don't have holes. So, but this was all sloppy mess last time. It's all dried out quite a bit. Yeah, so that was all like porridge, and that's fairly dry now. So, yeah, I'm not gonna linger here too long. I can always come back here. Let's get onto the moor and see what we can find. That's the viewing spot for the Gargany. Oh, that's pretty flooded still. Okay. Few teal, gadwall, mallard, moorhen, coot, usual suspects in there. So let's carry on. Even though this is still very muddy here, it's dried out a lot. This right hand bank is all solidified. This is where it's going to get muddy. Okay. Whoa! Okay. So a lot drier, but also a lot muddier. Ooh, okay. I'll suck my boot right off there. My foot disappeared. Okay, so it's just as well I wore my wading since today again. Okay, it's dry here again. My boots are covered in mud and twice the weight now. Okay. Yeah, so this is all pretty dry now. Still a bit muddy in that section there around the corner. This is all dry. Much better. Not flowing. And a lot drier along the side. See, this was all covered in water last time, but it's receded a bit. Okay, let's carry on. This is where the tent is. I may actually come back and clean that up today as well. That's horrible. Okay. And then back where I cleaned up a few weeks ago. Yeah, so a lot drier. So I was like halfway up my boot here. And this is all dry, but still very muddy. So pretty wet here still, but doable. And I don't have to worry about water entering my boots because I don't have holes in these ones. Good. Whoa. Okay, that was easy. So my boots only wet up to the ankle. That's where I came through. Right, and so here I was walking in water the whole way. It's now dry, but on the flip side, still very muddy. And then here, you're going to have to negotiate water again. Just roll my boots off. Okay, just going to stick on the fence line. Yeah, I guess you could come through there and maybe hop over there. Actually, I might do that. Let me cross over. Okay. Jump over here. Yeah, so not nearly as bad as it was last time. It's still muddy, but only ankle deep, so it wouldn't be a problem. The problem with these paths is they look like they're level, but they actually got a V shape to them. So when you stand in them, you tend to slide down the side into the middle of the path. I'm just going to stick like I did on the last time. Try not to shank myself this time. Okay. Feet are dry, which is a bonus. So this is normally where it breaches first. Cross into Stanwell. Sun's coming up there, but okay, let's get onto the moor. I'm messing around, Sean. Okay, beautiful, beautiful morning. Gorgeous. Okay. So now we're on the hard pack. Yeah, so not deep at all, ankle deep, but muddy. A lot of freestanding water on that side still, and this is normal. It's a shame they started removing the willow in there to return it back to the pond that was originally there, but they stopped for some reason. I'm not sure why. I was hoping they were going to carry on. It's a great spot there. Okay. Right, onto the boardwalk. Chaff singing. Another wren. So this is where I was blown away last time, because this was actually all running water. It's really wet there now, but no longer running. Still a moor hen on that little body of water there. Yeah, the water has definitely receded a lot. So I may come and clean this up a bit later today. Just lift it a bit, just so that you don't have to duck to get over. I won't be touching this though, because that's huge. That's a big old stump there. Okay. Right. Gorgeous morning. Absolutely gorgeous. Blackbird singing up there. Look at that. Lovely. Okay. Even though I try to get you up for first light, I think I may be too late for any owls, if there are any owls. Okay, let's see if we can find. Well, belt of a morning. Absolutely gorgeous. I don't immediately see any flying owls. There's a few birds up there. Okay. Magpie. Yeah, so much easier to get on. Much easier, but still very muddy. Wow, look at that. Do you think that this is within the M25? Crazy. I love it here. Ducks. So what you also want to do is, before you get anywhere near the bridge, you want to just scan that bridge for the kingfisher. There's a little egret to the left. Around a bit. I don't see any short-eared owls. Oh, hang on. No. Absolutely spectacular morning. Sun's coming up. Little egret to the right there through the reeds. Jetties blasting behind me. Linnet. What's that? Stone chat. That's a nice shot. But I'm holding the camera, so I'll leave that for now. Don't see any short-eared owls, unfortunately. I think I'm a bit too late though, to be honest. They're crepuscular, like to hunt in the dusk and dawn. Well, I think the sun's up already. Okay, let's hang a left, yeah. Sorry if you see me pausing and getting still, so because I'm looking through my binos. Okay. There's another lad on the moor already. Look at that, awesome. Love it. Okay. There's a bird flying down the bottom there. Lots of lapwing. I think a nice result of the flooded sections of the moor is that not many people are walking the moor, especially dog walkers. And so we've had quite a good turnout of lapwing. There's a cormorant taking off from the column. Gonna fly right over our heads, I think. Lovely white patches behind the wing. Right. Skylarks. Such a beautiful time of the year, this. Everything's alive. Shoveler, pair of shoveler males. Yeah. Oh, sedge warbler. Ah, I can see it. Yes, it's my first of the year. I've heard them, but not seen them. I did a twitch to Portland the other day for the subalpine warbler and heard them there, but didn't see them, unfortunately. So this will be my first of the year. Just going to sneak up a bit. It's literally behind here, so I'm going to turn you off for a bit, get some shots. So unfortunately, even though the water's dropped a lot, you still get this sort of thing. So the moor is like a slime, whoa, it's like a slimy mess, and this covers quite a bit of the moor. So even though the moor is returning to the norm, it's still quite swampy. Still no short-eared owls, unfortunately. Yeah, look at this. Oof. Okay. We'll go and have a look at the south section in a bit. There's something on the ground over there. Have a look. Ah, Canada goose. Okay. Yeah, so a lot of sections. Whoa, a lot of sections like this. So if there's going to be any owls on the wing, they will be around here. What a morning. Lapwing, skylarks. Hoping for some wind chat as well. That'll be lovely. Also won't be new for the year, but just new for stains for the year. Pheasant calling. Canada goose is way in the background there, underneath that shrub. You just see a white dot. It's probably roosted there the night. This bottom section here, obviously the south section is still flooded, but there's a very, very swampy section by the fallen willow. We're going to have a look at that now. Oh man, lovely. And the skylark. Actually, is that a skylark? Don't know. Okay. Skylarks just come down, so I'm just going to stop you for a bit. Yeah, short-eared owl. There's a short-eared owl in the background there. I'm just going to turn you off. So probably a bit too far for you, but just behind that bramble there, going right, is a short-eared owl. Very distant. Wow. So it's the 21st of April and we still got short-eared owls on the wing. So I had eyes on the short-eared owl. I seem to have lost it though. It was flying across the southern section, and then it's just dropped out of view. So I don't know if it's gone to roost. Oh no, here it comes. Hang on. So just had two short-eared owls. One has gone down quite close to the reservoir, and another one down in the south section. Is that one back up? Let's have a look. Yep, that one's back up, so I'll head back down this way. Just got a wheat here on the path here, up ahead. A wheat here and a meadow puppet directly behind it. Lovely. Right, both short-eared owls have gone to ground. One in the north, one in the south. So I'm just going to carry on with my day. Mission accomplished, basically. Can't believe they're still here. Such a great bird. I mean, we've had up to, I think, 10 or 11 one go. Caused a bit of a kerfuff on the moor, but that's all settled down now. So just having a look, hoping it's going to pop up again. So wheatears, sedge warblers. I'm going to go to the other side now, the west side, and see if I can pick up like wingchat or more wheatears. Lots and lots of duck. Here's a heron over. Right through the sun. Lovely. Okay, let's see what else we can find. Just walking back to the North Bridge now. So I'm going to try the east side now, because that's our catchment for wind chats and things like that. They normally drop in there first and then spread out on the moor. Magpie. Lots of skylark, which is great to see. Maybe another byproduct of the moor not being so busy because of all the water. So many geese and ducks as well, just dotted all over the place. River's fairly full still. Light breeze picking up, but there's just birds everywhere. So great to see. As you walk along, there's just something sitting there. Linnets. Hello. Okay. Yeah, I mean it's flowing quite nicely still. I think it'll be a while before that drops. I think down in this south section you got a bit like this where the banks are breached that you have to cross still. I would have expected we'd still be quite muddy. Now the sedge warbler calling there. Yeah, let's walk down the west bank. See if we can find another pair of ducks here, another merpet. That's a sedge warbler calling there. There's a grey heron there, just taking off. Just seen a lesser whitethroat, so I'm just going to go back to the North Bridge and cross over and see if I can get a few shots of that as well. I believe there's one or two pairs breeding on the moor already, or setting up territory at least. So I'm just going to pop around and see if I can see it now. Actually heard the lesser white probably across the river, belting out song, so I'm just going to head back. This is manageable now as well. This used to be a nightmare. Lovely sedge calling there. Again, sorry, I don't think you can see it, but it's in that tree there. The place is alive with bird song. Coming off the little bridge across the Iris channels. It's a bit wet still, but definitely not as wet as it was. Right, let's see if we can find this lesser whitethroat. Nice male reed bunting. Lovely. So sedge over and a reed bunting in this little, blimey, I think this little sedge doesn't give a rat's. Normally they're quite flighty. This one's just flown in here while I was standing right next to it. Oh, My boot nearly sucked right off my foot. Gorgeous. I can see it poking through there. It's going to turn you off. Just coming up to the other Iris Bridge. Just going to walk around. A bit wet there. Irises look healthy enough, nice and green. So I heard the lesser white-throat down there somewhere. Let's cross it quick. Such a shame, but at the mound there we used to have tall dead trees, and that used to be a favourite roosting spot for kestrel and anything else, hobby. But I see they've all dropped in the recent high winds. Yeah, this is interesting. Okay. Ooh, okay. Wasn't too bad. So this is where you want to keep your eye open for windchat, wheat ear. We've had ring ouzel in here. Lesser white-throat, black calf, drift calf, this goes on and on. In the back there should be a lot of water still. Okay, let's see if we can see this lesser white quickly. Just walking down the west side of the moor. There used to be a little bit of water here, there still is. Let's just go and have a look at that. I couldn't find the white throats, but I'll keep looking. So this water that you see here will dry up completely within the next couple of weeks. This is just a very shallow depression in the ground, and I'm sure because of the flooded moor, this must have been snipe central until fairly recently, because it's great habitat for snipe. I don't see any now. Probably won't see any, they're so camouflaged. Let's take a walk around. I can hear a greenfinch. Greenfinch is at the top there. Lovely bird. Okay, I'm going to go check out the south section. I believe it's just about passable with Wellingtons, high Wellingtons, so I'm just going to go and have a look. So this will all go in the next coming months. Those are just winter ponds. Here and in. Okay. This area here is always good for wheat here. These lawns. Or anywhere along sort of wider, shorter grass paths. Flushed a snipe earlier as well, but those things are so damn quick. Just never get a shot of them. I'll try it. I'll post the pic anyway. But okay. Wind's picking up a bit. I need to get a mic for this thing. You probably can't hear me that well. So, let's carry on. I wouldn't have come this way 2 or 3 weeks ago. It would have been completely flooded, but I'm sure we'll be able to get past soon. Also always check these pylons for peregrine, especially this one down the bottom here. Peregrine and kestrel, they love that. They love roosting up there. I'm just going to turn you off again because this is a good spot for just scanning. It's a bit wet here. Well, when I say bit, I mean a lot. Whoa. If I'd worn my old boots, I would have had wet feet for sure. More sedge warblers. We'll go and have a look at the mound pond in a sec. I'll go have a cup of tea there. Oh, my boots are getting sucked right off my feet. So if we can see if any reed warblers are coming. Yeah. They're almost through. No, that's not pretty. Probably be a bit drier right on that part there. Anyway, almost through. That looks deep. Whoa. It's halfway up my Weddingtons. But dry feet so far. Okay. Cool. Okay. I'm just trying to find this path that cuts across. And we'll go back onto the river. Very wet here. And sticky. Okay, so we're through the worst of it. So that's coming down the west side next to the M25. It's horrible. Don't do it. Okay. And I'm home free. Okay, cool. Right. Very swampy, mucky. Ground's a bit firm underfoot here. You can just see, look at the light refracting all the water in there. Tons of it. Okay. I haven't seen the peregrines for a while. I'm sure they're here still. Okay, there's the fallen willow. I don't know if I should have gone there. Oh well, okay. Doesn't matter. Come back up that side. So dry up here. It was just that little, I think there's like a channel that runs through like a depression, and it's very wet all the way along. I think it's wet and moggy there, marshy there all year round anyway. So I believe there's a path here that now cuts across to the main river. I think it's here. Is this it? Doesn't look like it. Ugh. A bit more marshy here. Could be on the other side of this actually. This will be wet as well. This is wet even on a good year, so yeah, this is very wet. This is very wet. Okay. Red kite being mobbed by a crow. Okay. Oh yeah, this is terrible. And that's below the pylon there, it's just water, so I'm gonna give it a wide berth. Lots of sedge warblers down here as well. No wheat here, down here. I hope you can hear me because the wind's blowing probably straight into the mic. I wonder if I can get down there. Let's give it a go. Whoa. Maybe not. Go back around. That was a bit deep there. Go this way. Whoa. Maybe not. Even further back. Okay, cool. Jetties. Oh, it's slimy and slippery here. Loads of duck. Look at that, only my footprints. I'm the only idiot that will try. At least you get an entertainment value. Okay, I think this is going to be deep. Here. Okay, so far so good. Not so sure about there though. So close and yet so far. Keep going. Okay, steady as she goes. Almost to the top of my Wellingtons. Okay. Yes, through. A little bit of a dip down. Awesome. Okay, so I would not recommend coming down the west side of the moor because that's how deep it was. Almost went over. Okay. So now I think there's a path here somewhere. Oh, it looks so different. Proper swampy there. Okay, I'm just going to stay on this west path. Play it safe. Yeah, so the west path is okay until these peregrine pylons, and then it's wet. I don't even think you can get past on the west side either. I can see standing water there. There's a coot there as well. Okay. I can already see the water in the south section. It's literally flooded all the way across. Beautiful and green, but just very wet. Okay. Little egret, a few crows. Okay, what am I going to do? I'm going to hang a left somewhere here. Red kite. Okay, I'm not even going to bother there. Black soup here. So I'm just going to skirt around. I think there's a path that goes across here and back onto the column. Like Soup City here. Okay. Yeah, so even on the moor it's not very pleasant. If I was you, I'd give it a couple more weeks. Dry it a bit. Where's this? Ooh. This is the south section. There's water from there all the way along to the pylon. That's the south entrance there in the distance. I'll take a closer look. Managed to find a path back to the river, although I'm now on the wrong blooming side of this thing. That wing. Just gonna walk the border of this. Okay, this is the breach of the south section, just past the bridge. So this is not as wet as it was. It's still pretty wet. There's a breach there. This is all flooded. So let's go and have a look at the south section quickly. I saw a massive amount of gulls come off this wet area here earlier. Must have been about 100 or so. Just all get flushed at the same time. I think a dog walker made his way through and set them all up. They probably roost there overnight. There's a pair of shell duck on the south entrance. Or shall we call it the south entrance pond? Sorry about the wind. Probably not going to hear me as well. What we got here? A pair of Egyptian geese. Yeah, so this is all dry. You just need to cross that deep section to get over the bridge to go on. I don't think you can walk around, so. Heron in the background there, shell duck, a few herring gulls. Wow. I don't think I've ever had shell duck on the actual moor. It's nice to see. Actually, I may just take a shot of that. So I would say if you're coming in the south entrance, you've got quite a deep wet breach there to cross. This is all dry, obviously. Nice wet stretch here. And then you've got a second breach where the water is actually still flowing into this part. That's the A31, 30? A31? A30, one of the two. But yeah, this breach is still filling the wetted area. You can see it's actually flowing there. But it's not deep at all. About 5 centimeters or so. So you'll need to cross that as well. So I think just Wellingtons, and I think you'll be fine. And then you've got to cross this section here. Let's have a look. Got 2 Egyptian geese here, coots, shell duck, herring gull, heron. This is also, oh, this is quite flooded here. And then you'll need to cross this as well. So I'll cross this and show you how deep that is. Also not very deep so far. This section looks deep there. So this is what you have to cross to get onto the moor from the south. About just above ankle height. I'm not going to go there, so you've got to come around that wooden section. That looks a little deep. Let me go and have a look at that. you'll have to negotiate this here. So, okay, that's getting deep. That's quite deep. To get from there here, I'm not going to try that. That's going to be too deep, I think. So I guess if you had a nice tall wheelie, you'd be able to make it. And then from here across, it's not too bad. Bonkers. Right, time for some tea. All this watery sections, is it good, bad? I don't know. You may get something drop in, sandpipers, waders, I don't know, yeah, anything. Okay, so now this is the tricky bit. This is the breach, the main breach. There are stepping stones there, so I'm going to try those. See? Oh, that's not too bad at all. Okay, so that's a given. That's not an issue at all. That's like halfway up your Wellington. Now the greenfinch caught in. Cormorant. Okay, I'm gonna head back up to the mound and have a cup of tea. Nice lapwing there, it's just taken off. Yeah, the sedge warblers are definitely back in force, they're everywhere. I'm going to walk up the column and see what that marshy bit was like by the fallen willow. Okay, I've just come up from the south bridge, and this section here, heading towards the... Oh, what's that? Shell duck. Okay, so heading towards the fallen willow was quite marshy. This bit here was very, very wet the last time I tried, so no doubt it's going to be muddy, but not wet, and that's exactly what it is, so not an issue. Yeah, it's dried out quite a bit. Still a bit of standing water there, there's nothing to worry about. The river is flowing like nobody's business. Crazy. So only the one wheatear, no wind chat, and I was more or less the only one on the Moor A Morning, only birder that is. A little bit wet here. Yeah, so if you're prepared to get your Wellingtons a bit wet, and stick to the drier areas on the moor, I can start visiting again, I guess. Ooh, a bit wet. Just got lots of sections like that. Still very wet. Okay, just heading towards the fallen willow. Tons of sedge warblers. You'd probably be bored of me saying that. Another one there, just flown across. Yeah, you can see where the water was all around here. How this fallen willow is still alive, I have no clue. It's like an icon of the moor. Look at that, green as anything. Both trunks snapped in half. Unreal. And a sedge warbler in there. Okay, I'm going to turn you off for a bit. What a tree. Right, just found a wind chat in that bramble across there. Only problem is, I'm literally halfway between the south and north bridges, so yeah, I think I'm going to walk up to the north bridge, cross over and come back down. Okay, I've crossed over the north bridge, and now I'm walking as fast as I can back down the west side of the column to where I marked the wind chat. Now watch, I'm going to get all the way down here and it's going to have flown across the column. If that's the case, I'm not prepared to walk all the way back around. So it's either here or it's not. Just somewhere down there, the bench area. I think I've got it. Right, it's in the bramble, at the back of the bramble. So, Leonard. Okay, I'm just gonna maybe turn you off for a sec and go into stealth mode because these. Oh, I think there's another one. Let me just check. Yeah. So. You've got two brambles right in the middle. So I'm just going to turn you off for a sec and go into ninja mode, see if I can get some shots. Don't know how well you can see this, but just on this first bramble here on the edge, there's two there, male and female. So just slowly I'm going to sneak up. Okay, just had some great views of wind chat up here, down by the bench on the corner of the river here. They are literally still in front of me. I'm not sure if you're going to see that or not, but they're just about there, not too far away. Cracking bird. Right, I'm going to go and do one of my favorite things to do on the moor, and that's to go and have a cup of tea up on the mount. Lovely day so far. 2 short-eared owl, 2 wind chat, 1 wheatear, loads of sedge warblers, lesser white-throat, which I couldn't re-find unfortunately. What else was there? A red kite attacking what looked like coot chicks. Wasn't too sure, I'll have to look at my photographs later on. Time for a brew and then I'll head back to the car. Yeah, there's 2 more. There's another kite up to no good. Right, as I was saying, just gonna have a brew, then I'll head back up to the car, get the bush saw and pruners, and just do a little bit of maintenance on that path coming in from the north, and then I'll head over to the res to finish the day. Temperature's dropped a bit with my beanie on, so yeah, nice brew, and then back to the car. This has dropped a bit. This is about to go over there. Looks really good though. Cute family in the background there. 1, 2, 3, 4, about 6 young. And this will all dry up in the next few weeks as well. Right, time for tea. And Sean's in his happy spot. Cheers. Okay, we'll call it a day on the moor and then head over to the res. I think there's a few Arctic terns knocking about, so let's see if we can go and pick those up.